Welcome to Jurassic Reviews. Today we'll be taking a look at another thing from Spiral Studio, the Ultimate Master Line Burning Godzilla 2019. Before we begin, here's a look at the huge box it comes in, which has a shot of the statue on one side and the movie logo on the other. This statue came with an art print by Matt Frank and a certificate, and you can see I have number 147 of 250. This is the standard version. There is also a deluxe version that has the base and the Mothra wings from the nuclear pulse Godzilla uses at the end of the film. I opted for the standard as the wings on the deluxe do not light up, and I went with the standard Ghidorah as well, so this one just made more sense. This statue is really close to the X Plus gigantic Godzilla 2019 in size, standing 20 inches tall and about 35 inches long from head to tail. It's in a much different stance than the X Plus version though, with its mouth closed and lowering its head downwards a little bit. It's a pretty awesome and unique looking pose that they have this Godzilla in, at least among the 2019 figures out there. I like that they decided to keep the mouth closed as it's a nice contrast to my other large Godzilla 2019 figures. Details on this statue are awesome. Spiral did a really great job here. The skin is covered in scales and bumps that, combined with the paint job, give it the appearance of molten lava. The dorsal plates also look great, and have this nice groove texture going throughout them. The only downside for me is the one noticeable seam around the neck. It sticks out just a tiny bit too much for me. One thing I forgot to mention, and part of the reason the box is so large on this statue, is that the tail comes already attached, which is great because I absolutely hate putting X Plus tails on their gigantic figures. Part of the reason is because of the electronics inside, as the tail stand also acts as the part where you plug it in to use the light up feature. I prefer this to plugging it into the figure directly. Before I touch on the light up part of this statue, let's quickly look at the paint. It's all really well done, being painted mostly red and black, with some orange showing up in places like the eyes and dorsal plates. Like I mentioned before, combined with the great textures on the skin, it has a real lava look to it. There is one weak spot though. I think the teeth look a little strange, as they are painted white and have this almost yellowish tint to them, and just look slightly off. That's really my only nitpick though, as this figure truly shines once you press the button on the tail stand. I am not normally a fan of light up features, especially on X Plus figures, but I think this is really the way this figure should be presented. It looks good with the lights off, but it becomes something else entirely once lit up. Unlike the X Plus light ups that I just mentioned, I will most likely continue to use this feature. I just hope that they keep working. Before I give my rating for this statue, here's a quick comparison with some other figures. Here it is with the X Plus Gigantic Godzilla 2019, the Rick version. Here it is with the X Plus Gigantic Godzilla 1954. Here it is with the Spiral Studio Mothra Larva 2019. And here it is with my other Burning Godzilla 2019s. For a rating out of 10, I give this one a 9.5. I think unlit, it's more in the 9 range for me, but once the light up feature is on, it's unlike anything else I have in my collection. I think this is perhaps the best version of the Burning Godzilla 2019 out there so far, and while I don't own the X Plus Gigantic Burning Godzilla 2019, I think this one captures the look of the film a bit better, though it's still not 100% there. At the time of this video, there's still a few places that have this statue for sale, and if you're in the market and have the money to spare, I think this is a really awesome one. I recommend it. And that does it for the Spiral Studio Ultimate Master Line Burning Godzilla 2019. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.